I have a lot of issues with lack of self-worth. It's causing a lot of addictive behaviors and judgments of others. It's really just kind of beating myself up, so I put it out on others.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been doing that for a long time, since I was a kid, you know.
Yeah, and you're wearing armor, too.
Yeah.
You're trying to recycle your heart energy, man. It's not going to work. You're going to get exhausted.
Yeah.
Let me help you.
Okay.
So a lot of men wear armor because they're taught to, and they don't know that their power center is their heart. The masculine power center in the masculine embodiment is the heart. The upper body is much larger in the masculine, and then the power center of the feminine is the root. So your heart, what you're doing is you're trying to protect, of course, your heart, because what happens when bad stuff goes on or somebody yells at you or something like that, right? You feel it first in the heart, and then your brain reacts. Because the heart's the first responder. He's creating that field around you. And what you've done is you've compressed your field so densely around your embodiment and then literally created spiritual armor to try to protect yourself. And this is going to cause you to just run out of steam super fast and just be exhausted with life.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, what happens, you start really hating on yourself and then projecting it out. Right. So let's get rid of the armor, number one. And number two, whenever you have a judgment or any kind of program run, self-hatred program, that little voice in the head that says you're just a loser or whatever, you want to bow to it. Bow to it. It sounds like the opposite that you'd want to do to something that's telling you that it hates you. But what it does to the brain when you bow to it, it actually pauses it. The brain isn't expecting you to come at it with gratitude. So it pauses the program, and then you can unprogram it, basically, and reprogram it. So this is what it sounds like. You hear the little program run, "Oh, Joe, you're just a whatever. Thank you very much for trying to help me. I require you to you got to take a deep breath." Now, this sounds like a really, intense process, and yeah, it is. You're going to have to do this a lot at first. It's going to be, a bazillion times a day at first. And then day by day, it's going to be less and less and less. This really, really works. If you're consistent about it, you can do it quite quickly. Thank you very much. I require you to shut down now. I'm in charge, and I have a different plan. Again and again and again. This will literally rewire the synapses of your brain, and you won't be running those judgment, self-hatred programs anymore. This is important because you have control over your synapses, much more so than it might seem. When it comes down to it, the fact that you're going to want to practice playing with your heart energy, you're in this masculine embodiment. You're here to help to rebuild this planet. The physical ability of the masculine is so key. And I'm going to say something really crazy that you've probably never heard. That men have been harmed by these power systems as much as women. Men have been hurt and harmed as much as women have. And the acknowledgement of masculine suffering is very, very important right now. Especially from the feminine, because the feminine is an important bridge. The divine feminine can be a bridge to unity so that the masculine and feminine can function together. Does this make sense so far?
Yeah, I'm right on point with all this stuff. This is great.
Okay, awesome. Now let me show you how to get rid of your armor. And so if anyone's listening and you feel that you're wearing armor, man or woman, doesn't matter, do this with us now. I want you to envision this armor. It's quite heavy looking. It's metal, but it buckles, just like any classic armor. And the buckles tend to be on the shoulders. So I want you to close your eyes, Joe, and pretend that you're unbuckling the armor. Start on the left side, and just pretend you're unbuckling it. Good. And now do it on the right side. And now it's loose, and I'd like you to take a deep breath and let it just fall off.
There it
Good.
just went. Mm-hmm.
Good. Excellent. Now, we're going to command your heart energy. Now, I want you to go ahead and put your hand on your heart and repeat after me. Dear heart.
Dear heart.
Please lift any dark or dense energy.
Please lift any dark or dense energy.
Yes. Any negative programs.
Any negative programs.
Any trauma.
Any trauma.
Any negative emotions.
Any negative emotions.
And any other armor.
And any other armor.
Up, down, or out.
Up, down, or out.
Of my whole body and field now.
Of my whole body and field now.
And take a big deep breath. Good. And now let's replace that. We're going to replace it so it doesn't come back. So we'll say, Dear heart.
Dear heart.
Fill my whole body and field.
Fill my whole body and field.
With the power of unconditional love now.
With the power of unconditional love now.
And take another deep breath. Good. You look totally different now.